So we've been getting a lot of questions about what is this squiggly line, how do you interpret it, why use it. We'll be talking about that today. Okay, let's start with what. So this squiggly line here is an indicator called XABCD Sonar, and it works with frequency waves in a similar way that passive sonar would work in the feedback loop. I don't want to overcomplicate you with the details, but this is a non-linear indicator. So it works the same way that hurricane systems project a path and update to weather conditions as they change. Okay, so sonar does the same. It produces a frequency wave that forecasts and updates as the market conditions change. Let's get real for a sec. I want you to think of sonar as something that's living, like a plant. Okay, this is not going to change super quickly, but over the course of the next 50, 100 bars, it is going to change a bit. Maybe frequency waves that are projected might not be as strong, or maybe they could be stronger, but it should and it will change as more information becomes available, because new information should be used and not pretended like it never happened. So why use it? We actually use sonar to help us weight our trades, okay? If it's something that we want to take lightly, if it's a trade we want to take with a normal sort of weight to it, or if we want to weight things a little bit heavier, whatever that means to you. Specifically, sonar will help you keep yourself consistent when it comes down to making that decision. So how do we use sonar? Well, you can use sonar however you wish. However, the way that we use it is in conjunction with our XABCD pattern. So when a pattern comes out and we're looking for a reversal, we get to see how strong the next move might be. Now remember how I was saying that we use it to weight our decisions? Well, if sonar was showing us a move going down as if the reversal wouldn't happen on a bullish pattern, we would still take that trade if that is what our trade plan told us to do. However, we would take it lighter. Okay, so if sonar is showing us that we're going to be drifting sideways, we might take that trade with a normal weight, and if it's showing a strong reversal, we might weight that trade a little bit heavier. So when do we use sonar? Well, we've kind of hinted at it already, but we use sonar after we decided that we're already going to take the trade. I know that might seem a little bit odd. Why not use this part of that decision-making process? Well, some do, but we prefer to stick to three main factors that we use to decide whether or not we want to get into a trade or not, and everything else will go towards how we weight that trade. Okay, so this way we don't get into a whole analysis paralysis where our trade volume suffers. This way we keep our trade volume up, as well as still maintaining consistency on how we go about weighting our trades. So one thing that we haven't touched on yet is where this would work, and it will work in every time frame on any instrument and on any chart type. It doesn't matter, because sonar, when it comes down to it, it's a non-linear indicator that it doesn't care about any of that stuff. It just cares about creating frequency waves based off the data that you're feeding into it. Okay, so then it uses that data to forecast the next wave. Now there is a lot more to sonar with reading it, interpreting it. If you really want to get advanced with it, where probability starts to drift off, where it's most important, we'll put a few links up on the description of this video if you want more information on this topic of sonar. Otherwise, feel free to download our XABCD news indicator as well as our price line indicator, which are both free tools. You can get those over at xabcdtrading.com, and we'll see you guys in the next video.